If your muscles are getting softer, your mornings feel slower, and your drive is quietly fading, this might be the most important video you watch all year. Because the truth is, most men over 60 are not losing their strength because of age. They are losing it because of 3 vegetables sitting right in their kitchen. I know that sounds crazy because we have been told for years to eat our greens, pile on the fiber, and load our plates with vegetables. And yes, many of them do help with health and digestion. But a few vegetables, when eaten too often or in the wrong way, can quietly flip the switch on your testosterone. And the worst part is that you probably think you are doing the right thing. You have cut back on junk food, added more plants, and maybe even dropped meat a few days a week. But in that effort, you may be blocking the ability to make, activate, and use testosterone. Today I am going to show you 3 common vegetables that men over 60 should either avoid or prepare very differently, and I will explain exactly why they lower your testosterone, what to eat instead, and the tiny mistake that makes your hormones feel older than they really are. And that number 1 food is probably in your smoothie right now. So if you care about staying strong, clear-headed, and confident in your body, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. In every video, I show you how to eat for energy, circulation, and drive, and tell me in the comments which veggie do you eat most often. Let's begin. Number 3. Raw cruciferous vegetables. This is the first on our list and the most praised food in the health world. You see it in detox recipes, smoothie bowls, and doctor-approved meal plans. But when you eat it raw and too often, it can quietly lower your testosterone behind the scenes. I am talking about broccoli and its close relatives like kale, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. These vegetables all belong to a group called cruciferous vegetables. They are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and yes, they do help with certain things like cancer prevention. But what most men are not told is that these vegetables are full of compounds called goitrogens, which interfere with how your thyroid uses iodine. Your thyroid is the little butterfly-shaped gland in your neck that helps control your metabolism, your energy, and your hormones. When goitrogens block iodine, your thyroid cannot make enough of its hormones, and when thyroid hormones go down, your brain senses the problem and tries to fix it. So it releases another hormone called TSH, or thyroid-stimulating hormone. But here is the twist. TSH does not just try to fix your thyroid. It also ends up lowering testosterone by messing with the control signals that tell your body to make it. And if that was not enough, raw cruciferous veggies also raise something called SHBG. Now let's break that down simply. SHBG stands for sex hormone binding globulin. It is a sticky protein that floats in your blood, grabs your testosterone, and locks it up like putting it in a storage box and sealing it shut. Your body still has testosterone, but it cannot use it. It is like having a car with a full gas tank, but someone took the key. That is why some men over 60 have normal testosterone levels on paper, but still feel tired, foggy, and flat. And eating too many raw cruciferous vegetables, like raw kale, raw broccoli, and cauliflower, is one of the fastest ways to raise SHBG. So what is the fix? Simple. Cook these vegetables. Steaming or sautéing destroys the goitrogens and keeps your thyroid and your testosterone safe. You can still enjoy broccoli or Brussels sprouts. Just do not eat them raw, and do not rely on them every day. Mix things up with other cooked vegetables like zucchini, carrots, or bok choy. That small shift alone can make a huge difference. Now let's move on to vegetable number 2, the one that wears a health halo but mimics estrogen inside your body. The second vegetable on this list is not really a vegetable in the way we usually think. It is actually a bean, but it is served like a veggie. I am talking about soy. Tofu, soy milk, and edamame show up in vegan meals, protein bars, and even health snacks that look harmless. But for older men, especially those already dealing with hormone decline, soy can quietly tip the scale in the wrong direction. Here is why. Soy is full of compounds called isoflavones. Isoflavones are a type of phytoestrogen. That means they act like estrogen in your body, even though they come from plants. When these estrogen-like compounds enter your system, they attach to your hormone receptors. Your brain sees this and says, "We have got enough estrogen already, let's slow down on the testosterone." That is bad news if you are already dealing with lower testosterone from aging. Even worse, soy lowers something called luteinizing hormone. This is the messenger your brain uses to tell your testicles, make more testosterone. If that signal gets weak, production shuts down. Just 1 cup of soy milk or half a cup of tofu delivers enough isoflavones to start causing these effects in older men. and studies have shown that daily soy can drop free testosterone significantly, especially if you are already a little overweight or lacking zinc. The result: less muscle, morning energy, motivation, and for some men, less interest in intimacy. It is like your body is trying to play a song, but soy turns the volume way down. So here is what to do. Cut back on soy. You do not have to eliminate it forever, but definitely avoid daily use. Stick to once or twice a week if you enjoy it. And whenever possible, choose fermented soy like tempeh or miso. Those forms are far less aggressive on your hormones. Better yet, swap it for testosterone-supporting proteins. Lentils, pasture-raised eggs, or even sardines all provide the amino acids your body needs to build strength and stay sharp without the hormonal confusion. Now let's move on to the last and most surprising vegetable that blocks testosterone, and chances are it is something you thought was helping. Vegetable number 3 is the one people feel the most guilty about cutting back on because it is in every green smoothie, every salad, and every low-calorie recipe online. It is spinach, and along with it, beet greens, Swiss chard, and even rhubarb. These vegetables are praised for being nutrient-rich, and they are. But they are also extremely high in something called oxalates. Oxalates are natural plant compounds. They sound harmless, but once they get inside your body, they act like magnets for minerals. They grab zinc, magnesium, and calcium and drag them out of your body. Now here is the problem. Zinc is essential for making testosterone. Magnesium helps your body free up the testosterone it already has, and calcium supports energy production and reproductive health. So if you are eating high oxalate greens every day, especially raw spinach, you might be robbing your body of the very minerals it needs to keep you strong, focused, and vital. You might be giving your engine fuel, but yanking out the spark plugs. This effect gets even stronger after 60, because your stomach acid is weaker, your absorption is lower, and many older men are already low in zinc and magnesium without knowing it. So what do? Cook your spinach. Boiling reduces oxalates by more than half, and limit your intake to just a few times per week. Rotate in better greens. Arugula, parsley, and mustard greens are low in oxalates and actually help your body make and use testosterone. Now let's step back for a second, because this is not just about a few vegetables. It is about what happens to testosterone after you turn 60. Your body starts to change in subtle ways. Your liver works a little slower. Your digestion isn't as sharp. Your stress recovery takes longer. And something else starts to creep in. That sticky protein we talked about earlier, SHBG. Let's go back to that for a moment because it is really important. SHBG is like a glove that wraps around your testosterone. Your body still has the hormone, but it cannot use it while it is covered up. And as you age, your liver naturally makes more of this protein. Add in daily kale, soy, or spinach. And that number climbs even faster. It is like trying to run with weights strapped to your legs. Your system is trying, but it is being held back. This is why men over 60 can feel sluggish, low energy, or flat despite eating clean. But when you remove the blockers, things start moving again. Testosterone becomes active, strength returns, sleep gets deeper, and you wake up feeling ready. So here is your new plan. If you have been eating spinach every morning, take a break. If soy is your go-to protein, try something else. And if you have been adding raw kale to your smoothie, start steaming it instead. Bring in smarter greens like mustard greens, arugula, cooked beet greens, parsley, and dandelion. Pair them with healthy fats like olive oil, eggs, and sardines, and give your body the minerals it needs. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be aware. Try this approach for 7 days. See if your energy shifts. Notice your morning drive, your clarity, your motivation. Then come back and tell us what changed. You are not running out of testosterone. You are not fading. You have just been blocked. And now that you know how to clear the path, your body can do what it was designed to do. Build, recover, lead. If this helped you, hit subscribe for more videos on longevity nutrition, blood flow, and strength over 60. And in the comments, tell me which vegetable you're rethinking this week. Because you are not getting older, you are getting smarter. And now your body finally has the green light.